Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for clicking on WDTV.com. I'm Kristen Keeling. It's Thursday, May 16th. Here's a look at today's top stories. Well, it turns out the two teenagers charged with the death of Skylar Neese mapped out a plan to murder her. That's according to court transcripts from the plea hearing when Rachel Schoaf admitted to killing her supposed best friend. Earlier this month, 16-year-old Rachel Schoaf pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in Neese's death. Another teenage girl was also arrested, but since she's charged as a juvenile, no details about her have been made public. However, that transcript from Schoaf's plea hearing paints a chilling picture of what happened the night of the murder. Apparently, Schoaf and the other girl picked up Neese and drove to Pennsylvania. Apparently, along the way, the trio got out of the car, and that's when they attacked and stabbed Neese to death. It said the two tried but failed to bury Neese's body, so instead they just covered her up with branches. Those transcripts also indicate that it wasn't until January of this year when Schoaf confessed to police. That's also when she led them to Skylar's body. After hearing all of this, the judge had suggested prosecutors had enough to charge her with first-degree murder, but Neese's family was reportedly okay with the plea since she led them to Skylar's body. Just hours after the plea hearing, we talked to Skylar's dad. He had some words to say for Schoaf, but said he felt bad for her family.
It's so heartbreaking that not only did we lose ours, but they've lost theirs too. I mean, it's heartbreaking, it really is.
The judge has ordered Schoaf to undergo an evaluation. Now, after that happens, she'll be sentenced and could face up to 40 years in prison. Well, jurors are trying to figure out what role a man played, if any, in a double robbery that left one man dead. That jury left for the day and will return to deliberation tomorrow. We're talking about the trial of William Horton. He's accused in a 2010 robbery that led to the death of John Cottingham. Prosecutors said Horton served as the lookout while two other guys robbed two houses that happened on Corey Avenue in downtown Fairmont. Horton originally pleaded guilty to the crimes earlier this year, but thought twice when the judge sentenced him to 20 years. Today, the two lead investigators took the stand. Well, officers are still looking for the man accused of selling bath salts out of two of his stores. We spoke with officials at the U.S. Marshal Service today, and there's still no sign of him. The last time anyone heard from John Skruck was on Friday. That's when he had permission to go visit family in Ohio. He didn't show up for his trial on Tuesday morning, and that's when officers realized he was missing. Skruck is 57 years old. He's 5'9", 200 pounds, with green eyes and brown hair. Now, if you have any information, call the U.S. Marshal Service at 623-0486. Well, in other news, police say the nasty weather today caused one man to slide off the road in Harrison County and flip. It happened on I-79 near mile marker 121. Police said he was traveling southbound, lost control of his car, and veered off the road. By the looks of this video, you're probably thinking the man must be in critical condition. Amazingly enough, he walked away with just a few scratches. And it looks like a woman who crashed head-on into another car this morning in Marion County may have been texting and driving. A woman was heading north on Locust Avenue when she swerved and hit an SUV head-on. She had to be cut out of her car. Now, HealthNet was called to the scene but couldn't fly because of the weather conditions. So she was driven to Ruby Memorial Hospital. Well, still no word on what caused a Clarksburg house to go up in flames this morning. It all started around 2 o'clock at this home on North 25th Street. By the time crews got on scene, flames were shooting from the roof. Now, luckily, nobody was hurt, but it did cause significant damage. Well, that's what's making headlines tonight. Make sure you tune in to Fox 10 at 10 and 5 News at 11 for all your latest updates. Until then, have a great night.